Is this focused? Yes. Epic. Okay. Cool. Oh my goodness. It's been so long since I've gone through this book. Oh yeah. Okay. This is the first ever time I've done a sketchbook tour. Or a video in general, but the sketchbook tour mainly. So please excuse any awkwardness. Let's just start, I guess. These stickers. Oh. Wah, wah. No stickers. I didn't get that many stickers for this sketchbook. It's a little bit sad. But my next sketchbook, I want to go to more like cons and art fairs and get little stickers for it. Because I really only have 2 from artists. This one's from a bottle of cider. This is... I don't know. I had that on my cupboard for ages. Same with this one. I think I bought them at the same place. Let's just get started. Okay. This is Luluf Sketchbook 1. I decided I wanted to start posting my art online more, and that includes marking my sketchbooks, because before I never really actually finished a sketchbook. I kind of just drew in it and then eventually got bored and moved on. But for these I've been more dedicated to actually trying to get all the way through like each page, even if some of them aren't perfect. I just like finishing it is the goal. This cover is my D&D character Tilly. I like the blue and red theme. I think I probably don't like the markers here. They kind of muddied it a bit, but it's okay, it's cute. This is just a sticker that I got online. And online? I didn't get this online, I got this from a shop. I don't know what I'm talking about. I started this sketchbook October 2025, so like 9 months ago, but I think I finished it a while ago. I just haven't got around to filming this video because I've been very awkward about filming. We continue. Oh, spoilers. Okay. This was the actual first thing that I did in this book. It was just a bunch of sketches to get an idea of the pose that I wanted to do the first page in. I was too afraid to commit, so I did a couple mock-ups here. This is, I think I was practicing gouache, Remick from Sinners. And this is another gouache painting I did of my friends, their D&D character. There was a moment when one of the characters almost died out in like a field as the sun was rising. It was very dramatic. There's more Tilly in her werewolf form. This is more Tilly. And this is my old D&D character Seraphina and her best friend Max, just kind of chilling. This probably isn't canon to them. I'm making a webcomic about their story. I don't think this is canon. It's just cute. Yeah, we had just had a session when I started this sketchbook where this character Alwyn, he almost died. So I drew this sketch up and then I think I traced it onto another piece of paper which I painted over. So this is the original sketch. There's a Spider-Man, like a man spider that's hunting us, and he shoots at us with bow and arrows that he like pulls out of his, like, he's got like spines. And he has 3 sets of arms, so I was trying to figure out how he would use his arms as the like bow and his spines as the arrows. So I just did a couple little practices of drawing archers so that I could figure that out. Oh my goodness! There's more Seraphina. I don't think any of this is canon. This is just cute sketches of her because I felt like drawing her. There's a music video called Heart Attack by like a K-pop singer, and I really like it, so I drew it as Seraphina and the other character, Lizzie. I'm not going to elaborate on that at all. Let's just leave it at that. This is just cute for them. I'm now realising that there's a massive shadow. Oh, no! Oh, is it from my overhead lights? Ugh. God damn it! What was I saying? Let's just start again, I think. This is all of the minis that we used for a big fight in D&D. We had a bunch of spiders that we fought against. This is Tilly in her werewolf form versus her human form. There was like a big, like, thorny, like, difficult terrain that my friends spawned in, so we had that as like a marker. This is a bunch of the party members. All of the players drew their own characters. I love this. This is fan art from Midnight Mass. I don't really draw too much fan art of stuff, but something about Midnight Mass, I really like this. I like this guy. I like this one. I think it looks most like him. I don't like any of these. I feel like they don't look like him. But this one does look like him, I think. Oh, don't look at this page. This page, I don't know what was going on. What was I even doing? This is Reze from Chainsaw Man, Gojo, Denji from Chainsaw Man, some like torso studies, I guess. This is just the dud page. I think I always have a page like this in a sketchbook where it's just a dud page. More Midnight Mass. My brain. I loved Midnight Mass. This was like cool poster art I saw of it. And this is more of, what's he called? Monsignor Pruitt. This. I drew this. I like took this sketch and I did it digitally. This is my character Tilly with her dad when he was like showing her like blood hunter abilities when she was a little kid. And a little strawberry. I got acrylic markers around this time and I wanted to start using them, so I was practicing stuff. I don't know what this is. Yeah, the Chainsaw Man Reze arc movie came out and I had just got acrylic pens and I wanted to draw I wanted to draw the pool scene with the acrylic pens. It did not go well. I don't like this. I think it looks messy compared to the original sketches I did. I was very proud of these and I took a risk and coloured over it when I was still learning how to use acrylic markers. Bad idea. But I'm not going to go back and fix it. I'm just going to accept it as it is. I like acrylic markers now. This was a lot of learning for me. I went and practiced. After that dud page, I went and practiced. I drew some, I think this was a fish from Dredge, the like fishing cosmic horror game. I just like drawing fishes, so I drew some fish and a fried egg, pomegranate, oranges, a ball, a crow or a raven. I want to get better with like colours, so yeah, I was trying to, I think acrylic markers are helping me figure that out a little bit, like just being more free with colours. Oh yeah, I drew more fish from Dredge. I drew, forget the name of the dragon, the light dragon from Tears of the Kingdom. I couldn't remember the name of the game because I wanted to practice doing like scales and little details with the pens. This was really fun, but I remember it taking me ages and I don't even think it's finished. Ignore this. I want to make a fantasy world. So I was like figuring out how races would work, and I initially had an idea that like the races would be elves and humans would be the same race, but they were like variants of each other. Like they were the same species but different races. I've completely redone this idea now, so this is not at all in play in the fantasy world that I'm currently working on. It's very different now. Yeah, this is more stuff that is not canon anymore. I was just having fun doing a little bit of starting world building. I was inspired by how souls are in Fear and Hunger and Fear and Hunger Termina, how you can be born with like the domineering soul and other stuff based on when in the year you're born, that sort of thing. But I just never got around to like fleshing it out fully, but this was fun for a bit. These are some characters from my fantasy world. I think they still exist, but the world has changed so much from when I made them that I think I'll have to rethink their concepts a lot. This was one of them, Silas. He's like a cool elven paladin with like ice powers, I think, from what I remember. I messed around with some highlighters doing some like different hairstyle ideas for another character. This is more Silas, I think. More different hairstyles for him because I felt like maybe his hairstyle didn't fit his personality. I think it does. I think these sketches of him, I think these are the best ones. I don't like these hairstyles. I don't know why I made him green. I think I had limited markers on me at the time. This is an old name for my current D&D group because we kept fucking up, make like a logo for us with the spider theme. Maybe I'll talk about it in like a future video. Oh yeah, speaking of, these are some NPCs from the Fuck Ups campaign. This is Kirk and this is Lorna. Lorna got kidnapped and we went and saved her. Kirk got his arm cut off and he was really giga sad for a while. She's so sweet and they went to this party with us, but we convinced Lorna to go and then she convinced him to come. So this is Tilly. Tilly was raised in the wild as like, so she never really got a chance to be like girly, and now during the campaign she's had a chance to be more girly. And one of the other characters made like a comment about a different girl who had a big ugly scar, and I just wanted to make angsty art about how she would interpret that perception of like scars, because she was raised thinking scars were really cool and badass, and like she wanted this scar because this is the scar from when she was turned into a werewolf. She wanted this scar for so long to be like the rest of her family, and she finally got it, and now maybe she's questioning certain things about it. Who knows? The campaign is still ongoing, so... But I just wanted to make some cool angsty art, and the paper is glittery 3D paper. So I drew this and then used an X-Acto knife to cut out around the edges. And then on the other side of this I used acrylic markers again. It's art of Tilly and Marcy, one of the other characters in the campaign. There's like, these guys, there's something about them, you know? She's a vampire, she's a werewolf. She's a werewolf that specifically hunts vampires, but she also has a crush on Marcy and doesn't realise Marcy is a vampire, is it? That's all I'm gonna say. This is the party. This is Gon the Goblin. This is Marcy, the rogue girl with nothing else going on. That's Tilly. This is Pip the Bard, and this is Alwyn, our cleric. I just did little chibi heads of them all. I wanted to try and figure out that style a little bit more here. Oh yeah, I was travelling to see my friends to go play D&D with them, so on the train ride there, the train ride is like 2 hours. So I drew someone in front of me who was wearing a beanie, and his beanie looked like cat ears, and then he was reading a book and I didn't know what he'd be reading, so I made up a fake book series in my D&D like campaign world called Midnight. It got like, I think there was a joke in our last campaign about the book Midnight and how it's basically Twilight, but we renamed all the characters to Redwood, Breakup and Brella. I designed the 3 book covers for the trilogy and made like a little fake synopsis for all the character, like all the character motives and stuff. Becomes the bridge between a vampire and a werewolf, forced to work together against an ancient threat that awakens. The second book, Midnight Rising, the werewolf and vampire are forced to go against their clans, forming a temporary alliance to help stop an ancient evil from ending the world. Whoa. And Midnight Eternal, true feelings must be unveiled as the Mog King? Who's the Mog King? What? Mock King? Moo King? Moon. I think I'm trying to say moon. I'm dyslexic. I'm gonna say that's the Mog King. The Mog King reveals truths and attempts to bring about the apocalypse. Midnight 1, she's like forced to work with these monsters that she didn't know existed to stop something from happening. Midnight Rising, they like all have to form an alliance together to try and stop the world from ending. And then I guess, oh, ignore this. This is the last one where they have to like unveil true feelings. And I think the joke with Midnight was that instead of the main girl falling in love with one of these guys, the guys would fall in love with each other, which is why here they're like opposing each other. They're very different. This one, the werewolf is like straying apart, and then he's trying to look towards the werewolf, and then this one they're forced to confront their feelings as she, I don't know, becomes a god or something. And this is Tilly, finding the book and not really understanding. I'm trying to imagine a hot vampire, but I just don't. Tilly, please stop. What the heck? I think this was Christmas time, so I got some new mechanical pencils with different widths, so I was just testing them out here. This is more Tilly art. This was Sarah in like Christmas attire, but I'm pretty sure I got the Delicious in Dungeon art book, so I was just copying like stuff that I saw in that book. And then this is Tilly and her older brother at Christmas, if they celebrated Christmas in like a modern AU, and like the little tropes that they'd have. This is my cat, this is my other cat. They're not mine, they're my parents' cats. This is where I started thinking about that elf character more. I like him, I like his idea, but I don't think it fits in the world anymore. So I'm gonna have to redesign him maybe at some point in the future. This is Marcy and Tilly again. I think I saw a cute pose on Pinterest. Just wanted to draw them in it because it's like them showing their teeth, like monster girls, you know? I think around this time I had a bit of art block, like after Christmas. So I was just drawing whatever I saw. So there's that picture of the deer getting interviewed by the guy, and then a bunch of geese. I had to practice drawing geese for the webcomic. I will not elaborate on why. You will just have to read the webcomic when it releases. Look at this horse. Oh my god. I think I was traveling again, so I had like limited supplies, so I was just drawing geese. I think this was a kid on like on an advert in the train station, so I drew that. And at the time I'd been playing a lot of Minecraft with my friends, so I just drew an Enderman from memory because I used to draw them all the time as a kid, so it was like muscle memory reawakening. I was remembering how to draw it exactly in the style I used to. I really like these geese. actually. That was it. I went to see friends because I was travelling to play for the Lorwyn release of Magic the Gathering. They had like a pre-release event and I went with friends to go play and get some of the cards. That was so much fun. I think I wanted to use acrylic pens to like spread out all of these cool colours across the page and I just never did, but the art was so cool on the box I didn't want to just get rid of it. Wolves and strawberries. This is just more art of Tilly and Marcy, the D&D characters. Marcy has like a strawberry shortcake kind of theme going on with her. This is art of my other D&D character, Seraphina, but like it's not exactly her. I can't go into why, but this is like her, but it's not her. This is not Seraphina's vibe at all, but I really like the drawing, but it is not, I don't think she'd do this, but I think I was envisioning a different world where she became a vampire hunter and like went to clubs, but this is not what she's like in the webcomic, when the webcomic releases. Monkey! My friends have a monkey teddy, I think he's called Pablo Fresh, and I drew him. I think my friends sleep in, so I end up drawing a lot while they're like sleeping, because I wake up kind of early. I drew these apples. In the D&D campaign, we were going to a lord's birthday party and he was called Lord Appleton. So we were going apple party, we're going apple party. So I drew a bunch of apples to kind of add a bit of variation in this book. It was a good party. It was a good party. I drew a crow because the crow interrupted Marcy and Tilly about to kiss. They were about to kiss and a crow flew up and started talking to them. I won't elaborate anymore on that. Whoa. I did life drawing in the morning when my friends woke up. Some of them like joined me in just like drawing, so we did some line of action poses. So there was a ninja and there was this guy foreshortening doing like a push-up. It was so hard, so I drew like a box first to get an idea of him. I don't think this is entirely accurate, but drawing the box did help. More fish. I love fish. This guy, he also loves fish. Oh my goodness. This might be my favourite page of this sketchbook. My friend, he like invited us all to hang out and he said, hang out, but we are not playing the D&D campaign, we're just hanging out. And then he surprised us and said, we are playing D&D, but I'm gonna be DMing when we're doing a one-shot mystery. Make new characters right now. We use the Nimble system where it's like D&D but simplified, so it's easier to use for one-shots. That was my character. This is Rexa. She's like a warlock, but she was a special version of warlock where they've broken their pact with their patron and they've stolen a weapon. So I made her like a cool like club girl sort of thing, but she had moved back home to live with her parents because she had broken up with her boyfriend and stolen cool scythe. So her ex-patron was her ex-boyfriend who was too focused on becoming the dark wizard. I love her so much. She was so much fun to play. She got really hurt during a fight and she was drawing on the ground in her own blood like a summoning circle, and in the middle of it she wrote "you up." These were notes I made from that little one shot just as we were playing. And this is a bunch of doodles of Marcy. I draw a lot of Marcy. I really like Marcy's vibe, just like as a character, and also like my friend who plays her so well. She's so funny. Oh yeah! Okay, there's gonna be nudity. I started going to life drawing sessions in like the city I live in because I wanted to practice more life drawing in like person, so these were probably from the first time I did that. Yeah, I didn't know how often I'd be going, so now I have a book that's dedicated to doing life drawing. Oh my god, what the fuck, got jump scared so hard. I don't think I can show what's on this page because at the moment, I'm running it's like Kids on Bikes, the TTRPG, but there's more like, I'm adding more combat and more like Magnus Archives vibes to it. If you're my friend who happens to be in that campaign, you didn't hear this, but I'm potentially making art because I made other art for it in the past as like part of the mystery. I'm potentially working on some artwork for the final finale session of that whenever that is ready. So I don't think I can show this. You didn't see this. Yeah, I can't show any of this. Damn, this is so cool. No. I can't show it. It's really cool monster design. We will have to come back to this another day, but I don't want my friends to see it. I don't want to wait to post this video until I run Kids on Bikes because I don't know when I'm going to run Kids on Bikes. So we're just going to move on. Okay, I went back to life drawing. That was such a jump scare in the middle. What the hell? So we do like warm-up. So we do 4 poses that are 2 minutes and then 5 minutes, 10. And then I think 2:15. Usually we do like 10 minutes. I think it differs a little bit. These early ones, I don't know what was going on. I was having a great time doing it. I feel like I've been on a little bit of a rut with life drawing recently. Maybe I'll do a different sketchbook tour eventually of my life drawing book specifically, but I feel like these are some of the better ones that I did. Whoa! So on this session was A Star Is Born inspired. So the guy came with like a hat and a guitar. That was hard to manage, like drawing the guy with the hat and the guitar. It was a lot to manage. I'm not as happy with these. That one's okay. This one, his head is a little bit of a weird shape. More life drawing. Oh my god. He died. We had a little bit of a break between like when we could play the campaign. A lot of my friends, like, our schedules don't always meet up. So there was a little bit of a gap between when we could play. Yeah, we had a little bit of a gap between when we could play, and in that time me and my friend who plays Marcy, we got into like shoujo romance, cute high school stuff. So we made like a high school AU. Making an AU of our original characters. This was so much fun. Yeah, they're in school together. They're not a werewolf and they're not a vampire and a werewolf. They're just regular girls in high school. But Tilly got in a fight or something, and she has like the one blind eye with the eye patch that resembles the scar. This is not. I don't like this. Yeah, I agree. I don't like this. I think I was drawing a reference of lean beef patty, which isn't really the body type of Tilly, but she is strong, and it's really hard trying to balance like drawing a strong, like, muscly woman, but not overly muscly. I like this the most. This one of them hugging. These aren't canon. None of this has happened. More little cute expression. Wow, I'm going crazy. More little cute expressions. I started reading, I forget the name, Green Yuri. I'll put a picture on the screen. Green Yuri. And the way the artist draws hair in that is incredible. So I wanted to, like, draw fluffy hair like that the way she does. I was playing Overwatch with my friends, and in between playing Overwatch matches when we were like queuing, I would try and draw like little chibis and little sketches and expressions and stuff. These are probably all just like expressions from Pinterest. This is crazy. I don't know who these people are. That's not Marcy and Tilly though. Oh my goodness. This is Marcy and Tilly. Yeah, this is them dancing. They were dancing at Lord Appleton's birthday party. I started going to the gym, and so I started drawing Tilly after she's been to the gym. I think this is like high school AU Tilly. Again, her body, I don't think her body is exactly like this, but I struggle to draw like the exact body type I envision her in. Yeah. Whoa. These are from my work notebook. When things got quiet at work, I was like just drawing little poses and like little moments. So I think this is Marcy like stuck out in the rain, and Tilly approaching her and telling her that the bus isn't going to come and they need to walk to school. And then this is a different version of that where only Tilly got stuck in the rain and she meets Marcy, and like it's Marcy's first day at school and she has to guide her around. I don't think this is like the events that we like settled on. This, I think I was just drawing people, drawing things really fast to like practice. But that's it. That's the book. I was so proud of this. I feel like my current sketchbook has like way more cohesion across it, but then again, to be fair, I think I did a lot more studies in this one compared to my current sketchbook. This is my favourite. I kept messing up the face, which is why the post-it notes are here, but it looks really cool. Like, I guess thank you for watching if you're still here. I don't know how long this video will be. If you have any suggestions for other stuff I should add to my sketchbook, or like questions about my characters or certain things, like if you're intrigued about stuff and you want to hear me yap about them, I will happily yap about these guys. I love them. I'm going to be entering Art Fight. It's like in 2 months. But I'm gonna be at Art Fight, so add me on Art Fight. I don't know if I have an account yet, but I will be on Art Fight. I feel like the sketchbook was like a real big stepping stone for me, with not just abandoning the sketchbook was really good for me, not just abandoning a sketchbook and moving on to the next one halfway through. Like, I really committed. Even if like I remember like having art block, pushing through and finishing it anyway. We have my current sketchbook, Sketchbook 2. I'm not going to tour this today, but this is just the state that it's in right now, so that when I do a tour in the future, we can see if the stickers have progressed at all. I hope I get more stickers, because I only have ones from the K-pop Demon Hunter Shin Ramen collab, and jellyfish I got from SeaWorld, Sea Life. I don't know. Yeah. This is Sketchbook 1. So thank you for watching. I'm going to try and post more art stuff, so if you have any suggestions or ideas or things that you'd want to see, please let me know, because I need suggestions, because I want to post art and I don't know what to post. I will make another video. Bye!